Since arriving in St. Mary's, Scott Crawford has been working at the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame. As a volunteer myself, I'm familiar with his contributions. Here to talk to him about his experiences, Scott Crawford. Okay, welcome Scott to the show. Hey there, Ollie. How you doing over there? Okay, where did you grow up?
I grew up, born and grew up in Georgetown, Ontario.
Okay, and tell me how you get from Georgetown to St. Mary's.
Well, it was pretty easy. I love baseball, and I heard of the Baseball Hall of Fame in St. Mary's, and I thought I got to come check it out. I came to the induction ceremony in 1998 as a fan, and then the summer of '99 I started volunteering, giving tours in the museum, and then in 2000 I did my co-op here, and I'm still here.
Yeah. Very good. What's your official title now with the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame?
I'm the Director of Operations.
Director of Operations. Yeah. And what do you do?
A lot of things.
He does a lot of things. I don't know what he does.
Well, we're the board of directors obviously directs what I do. Yeah. I guess. I have a good team of people. The Jocelyn in the office, Doug on the site, all our summer staff. And of course all our volunteers. I see lots of volunteers here, so it's pretty fantastic that they came out to support your show and the Hall of Fame and all the other guests.
Great. And one thing, of course, you know, with the induction weekend, I know you're just running all over doing everything.
That's obviously our biggest event of the year.
Yeah.
It was always the end of June. We had a great crowd with Halliday and Vladimir here this year, and it was almost a perfect weekend.
Okay, well, you brought along a few artifacts. Let's look at those now, because I think that's what people are interested in. You brought along this bat. Oh man, that's heavy. That is, and I'm not kidding you. Tell me about the bat here.
That's actually Babe Ruth's bat, so be careful.
Well, I will, because if I drop it on this table, it's so heavy my wife will kill me.
It's actually a replica. That's true. I might kill you too. So.
You might too, yeah.
It's a replica of Babe Ruth's bat, because I wouldn't give John Babe Ruth's real bat. The real one's in the museum, but Babe Ruth swung a 54-ounce bat.
Yeah.
So if you don't play baseball, the average major leaguer will swing a bat about 30 ounces.
Yeah.
And
it is quite heavy. It really surprised me. I didn't realize that, because I played a bit of ball in my life, and when I picked it up, it is definitely very, very heavy. So there we go. Somebody take this, please, Marie. Okay, what else you got here for us?
Well, I got. It's just over there. Let me
go get it. This is my favorite artifact in the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame, the absolute favorite artifact. And here it is.
I'll let you hold it, but don't drop it.
I won't drop it.
All right.
Okay.
This is, again, being a baseball fan, the Blue Jays won a couple World Series in the early 90s, and this is the home plate that Joe Carter stepped on when they won the World Series.
And what we'll do, if you want at the end of the show, we'll let you touch it, but not on the signature, on the corner, on the black part, and you can make a wish. And I don't know if it'll come true, but we'll see.
It'd be to wish the Blue Jays would actually win a few games this year.
Yeah, I think so. There we go. So, how many people are on your board?
16 people currently.
And how do you get on the board?
Well, we're a national institute, the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame. A lot of it has to do with geography. We try to spread the board out as much as we can across the country. Your expertise too. The board's always looking for certain people with certain expertise, and then we have a committee that interviews people, decides, and if you're good enough, or if you qualify, or you're what we're looking for, then you have a possibility.
Okay. There's somebody standing behind me. Who's this guy looking over my shoulder?
Oh, that's Larry Walker.
Okay.
Have you met Larry before?
In cardboard, yes.
Oh, okay. Well, you would have been there. 2009, Larry was here. He got inducted in the Hall of Fame. He was here in real life.
I saw him. Yeah, he was a bit older than that and
bald,
a bit less hair, but still, he was still one of the guys that I think should be in Cooperstown, definitely.
He is. I mean, Larry Walker's our greatest hitter ever, born in Canada. Joey Votto's close, who plays for the Reds these days.
Oh, he's going to be an automatic.
But Larry's our greatest ever, and he's creeping up on the ballot in Cooperstown.
Great. Basically, how do you get your funding?
Well, we do a lot of events and activities. Again, as a lot as you people know, from our induction weekend, our golf tournament, we rent our ball fields out. Of course, we have those 32 acres with the 4 ball fields, museum admissions, t-shirts, donations, government grants. It's a little bit of everything.
Yeah, and when I win the $52 million lottery, I guarantee you'll get some of that.
I know where you live, so.
Good. Okay, this house is for sale. I'm moving next week. Okay. You've got some plans for the future, and one of the plans is to build a new thing, because the house that is housing the artifacts right now is starting to wear out, and you need a more impressive site. What are the plans regarding that?
Well, yeah, our house was built in 1868, so it's a little as old as your house. How old is this house?
1875. So we're a bit old.
We beat you.
Oh, did you?
1868.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah. We beat you. It's okay. Yours is nice though.
My math, yeah.
What was the question?
What are you going to do about that $20 you owe me?
Well, you're moving, you said, soon, so... Yeah.
No, I want to know what are the plans for the future for the Hall of Fame?
I don't know about them. I don't know.
Hall of Fame for building a new facility.
We got some exciting plans going on. We're going to renovate the current museum on the inside to make it look a little bit nicer, and then we're going to add a 2,500 square foot addition to the museum, which will mostly be archive and research and library space, because we have, next to Cooperstown, we got the greatest baseball collection in North America, and we want to preserve it properly.
And I certainly know that there's things out there that aren't in view, because one summer where I actually worked there for the summer, and there's things upstairs that you never see, and they really deserve to be seen, but there's only so much you can show, and including some of the old newspapers and things like that that have something. So that's great. Projected date of the new building then?
2018, so we're just sort of around the corner. You'll bring me on next year and I can talk. Maybe we have it. No, we can't. We've got to have it here, I guess.
No, you got to have it here.
Yeah, but we can talk about it.
I'm the host, I make the rules.
Well, you're moving.
Sorry. What kind of things in the museum that will draw more people? I know you have ball fields there. They get a lot of use.
Yeah, our ball fields are fantastic and very busy, and there's events today and there's games being played right now, so that's great. Inside the museum, I mean, it's small, but it's mighty, we like to say. It's jam-packed full of artifacts, a couple of which I brought here. Good ones I left in the building.
Although that's the best one.
That's a good one.
That's the best one.
Yeah, they're good ones I left in the building. But we're really going to be able to, when we build this expansion, we're really going to be able to look after our collection, so this plate's looked after properly. We might not get this out of the museum again, so you're pretty lucky to have it.
Well, you know what's quite interesting is that, I don't know if you've found it yet, one of our bed and breakfast guests went to a fantasy camp once, and he brought me his baseball card. And I snuck it into the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame. Did you ever find it?
We found it the next day, John.
Okay, sorry.
Do you want it back?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Recently, let's get to the cut to the chase here. Recently, the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame asked the town for quite a bit of a sum of money, which the town didn't give it. And what's your message?
Well, there goes the easy question.
There goes the easy question. Again, where were you born?
Georgetown.
Okay.
We went through a process with some consultants and tried to figure out a bigger, better plan to make the Hall of Fame bigger and better. It didn't work out. The plan had to have the town support to make it happen. Mm-hmm. So our board of directors has basically changed the plans. We're going much smaller than we'd hoped for, but it's still going to be a great addition. We're going to add that 2,500 square feet, look after our collection, and move forward from there.
Right. Now, you know, it's no secret that there's a lot of people in town that love the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame, and I will say I am one, I'll be honest. There's some people that don't speak very kindly of the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame. What's your message to them?
Well, we kind of, you know, the Baseball Hall of Fame can only do good things for the town of St. Mary's. It's really, you know, it brings people to town, it helps the economy out. We sort of say, like the city of Stratford, not everyone goes to the festival in Stratford. Maybe not everyone likes the festival in Stratford, but they know it helps the city of Stratford, mm-hmm. and we know the Hall of Fame helps the town of St. Mary's. Now,
you've traveled around quite a bit representing the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame. How's it viewed from the outside, the city of town of St. Mary's and the Baseball Hall of Fame?
It's fantastic. I was down in Cooperstown where the National Baseball Hall of Fame is for Tim Raines' induction in the end of July, and we're treated great. You know, free tickets for everything, free accommodations when we're down there. We go to the other major league parks, and they're very excited to have the Hall of Fame, the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame, I should say, at their parks, in their major league stadiums, or in their hometowns.
And the Toronto Blue Jays have been very generous too.
Yep, they're huge supporters. You know, we do displays there. They talk about us on their jumbotron. They let us set up displays. They come here. They film our induction ceremony. All kinds of things. The Jays are huge supporters.
Now, if somebody hears a rumor about the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame, and there's lots of them going around, what should they do?
They should come find me. They're pretty easy to find.
I'm not. See, I'm moving next week.
Yeah, no, John. I mean, I work downtown. I live in St. Mary's. I'm in the phone book. Just come ask me.
Do you still play slow pitch?
I do. I try to live my dream.
Don't watch him play slow pitch though.
No, don't.
It's not worth it.
Don't ask me questions when I'm playing.
Okay. So here's the thing. The last question.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Is this Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame going to stay in St. Mary's?
Yeah. I mean, the board of directors, we're a national institute. As long as we can continue being a national institute in St. Mary's, we're here, and I'm excited for the future.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Scott Crawford.